Well, should we start the official meeting?
Sure. It's 2:00, so we'll start the nominating committee of the Iowa City Public Library Board of Trustees. First thing is to approve the agenda for today.
Yeah, I did get corrected. Okay.
I approve.
Motion by Bonnie.
We move to approve.
Second.
Excuse me.
Second by Kelsey. All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Doesn't look like there's anyone in the public who want to join us today. So we'll go to the discussion items. So the first item is to recommend to the Board of Trustees a person for the position of president for the fiscal year 2027, which starts in July 1st.
With the idea of sort of moving people up by one slot each time, I would nominate you, Joseph, the current vice president, to move up to president.
And I would second that.
Okay, I accept. So is that a separate motion? Are these all separate motions?
I think it was committee action required is on the comment, so I would say in
Okay.
the same way they did the agenda, I would do the same thing.
Yeah, I think we probably need to vote on it, right?
Yeah, so Bonnie and Kelsey made the motion in the second, and so you're ready for a vote.
And I'll abstain since it's my name. So all in favor of that motion to nominate Joseph Ponce to be the president for the fiscal year 27. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, and I'll abstain. Now we have to identify a candidate for the position of vice president.
So following that same logic, I would nominate Claire Matthews to let her name be taken to the Board of Trustees for consideration as the vice president for FY27.
I second. You second.
No.
Okay.
Okay, all in favor of that motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passed. And now we need to identify a candidate to take on the position of secretary of the board. Would either of you two be interested? I think.
Not at this time.
I would probably say no, unless there are no other alternatives.
That's fine. Let's see. So we need to determine on our board who might be willing to do that. So we have John, Corey, Ellen, Katie, our new board member. Am I leaving anybody out?
I think that's everyone, yes. Corey, Katie, and Ellen are all very new, and that's part of why I'm saying I'm not ready to move up that way. So I would suggest John.
Okay. So John Rayburn, would you like to make that in the form of a motion?
I move that we nominate John for secretary.
Second.
I second that.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed.
So in response to your question to me, if John is not interested, then I would do that. So, I don't know how whether we
I Can we do a contingent nomination? Is that a thing?
An alternate or?
I think we could. I don't think there's anything that says couldn't.
Okay,
Just to save us some time as we research whether people, I mean, we have to check with Claire
Mhm.
to make sure she's okay with that. You've already said yes, check with these two, and if John says no, I'll do it.
We want to make that.
so I move to nominate Bonnie Boothroyd if John declines the nomination.
I'll second that.
Okay.
All in favor?
I
Aye.
I'll abstain.
Motion passed.
Yeah, I think, the longevity on the board is kind of an important issue. Like, to me, that's a reason to try to go with people who have a little more longevity.
Okay, is there any further discussion? Motion to adjourn.
so moved.
So move.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
I
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.